What do you get when you cross a smart street nigga with a good father? One bad motherfucker. Well, this is what I'm here to talk about today. And if you listen, I'm gonna tell you, right? Be cool, baby. Because there's a few things that happened to me throughout this week that led to this video and exactly how I'm going to deliver it to y'all. First, I talked to one of my cousins, and I ain't seen the nigga in a little while, but this motherfucker got a newborn baby. I'm talking about 3 months. And I just found out about this shit yesterday. And I asked him why. He explained that he's just not into putting his life on blast because motherfuckers that act like they got good intentions for you really don't. So he said, fuck it, I'm not telling social media, I'm not calling nobody to tell nobody, but if they find out, then they find out. It ain't no love laws though. And I can respect it, but the irony of it is that I'm making a name for myself doing the exact opposite. I tell you motherfuckers everything. And I got an inbox from a girl that I used to talk to, not an ex-girlfriend, not somebody that I was fucking, just somebody that I figured it would be a mutual interest between us, but it just didn't happen to work out like that. And she sends me this long, heartfelt message that starts off with saying basically, you know, she's sorry that it didn't work out between us and she wishes that it would have, and you know, she was really interested in me. And me personally, I don't even think it was that. I think that she's just not used to being rejected or used to somebody walking away from her because she looked good. It's something about you pretty females that when motherfuckers just you say, you know what, yeah, I'm cool. How motherfuckers turn into Denzel and shit from Training Day. You think you can do this shit to me? Yes, I don't give a fuck about them dimples or them pretty eyes. I'm moving on. But that was only how her message started. It ended with her saying that she felt bad for me because I'm never gonna find somebody to settle down with because I don't give it enough time. Then somebody else said that my analogies is always crazy. No matter what the conversation is, I got a crazy analogy for it. So here y'all go. Now, I mentioned before that I never been dumped. I'm always the one leaving, right? Well, that's not entirely true, because when I was younger, I got my heart broke twice. A girl that I loved all through junior high, and a girl that I fell in love with around the time that I dropped out and started going to work. So let's just start with the most recent, the girl that I dropped out and met when I started going to work. The way we got together, I really feel like I was a mark for her. Like she saw me as a potential target, and she used me for what she knew she could use me for. I mean, I was head over heels in love with this fucking girl, but I was young, I was only 16. Just turned 16 at that, and I had a job, so I was feeling myself. But she was doing several things that was clear red flags, but me being young and deeply in love with this fucking girl, I just ignored her. She left several breadcrumbs to let me know that she was fucking cheating on me. The final time that I talked to this girl, she had just left to go to Cheney, and she was moving in with her roommates. She said they was going out to the movies. I called her, she hung up on me, and when I called her back, a nigga answered her phone and told me don't call her no more. I never fucking heard from her again. So if you take that into account and then fast forward into my young adulthood, my 18 and up days, I invested in this girl that when she did that to me, it was like a fucking crash and burn. I'm talking about I was distraught about this shit. And I was down for the ride. I was down for the long haul, you know what I'm saying? So I had no intentions on this vehicle crashing and burning at all. I was all the way in. And started to burn, I could not save myself because of how invested I was. That motherfucking seatbelt was on tight about it, so that means I survived. But the damages were extreme. So here I am now in this young adult, and I'm getting back in the car with another woman. But guess what? I ain't driving. We ain't taking my car, I ain't driving, and I ain't putting on no motherfucking seatbelt. This shit gonna go where you want it to go. And when I see this shit going down the wrong road or starting to veer off where I don't want the shit to go or where I'm not willing to take myself, I'm jumping the fuck out. I'm talking about tuck and roll. I'm not asking you no questions. I'm not asking you to stop, pull over, let me out. My seatbelt is already off. I'm hitting the door. Because the last time that I rode this shit all the way out to see where it was gonna go, I slammed into a fucking wall and almost died. So I'm like a student driver instructor. You got a certain amount of mistakes before this shit is over. So what's several females out there that's just mad that I hit a fucking tuck and roll on them? That's not my fault. You the one that shouldn't have went down all them fucking one ways going the wrong direction. And there's several females that had a smooth ride. They had a nice car, smelled good, the music was nice, the conversation was nice. There was a lot of scenery and shit. We stopped a lot of places along the way to get some rest, to get some food. We enjoyed the whole trip. And out of nowhere, we just drive into a fucking storm, a big one. And not only did we drive into a storm, once we got in the storm, you fucking turn the headlights off and start speeding. And you talking to me crazy, you bringing up old shit like you just sound real bitter and vindictive. All I'm thinking is this bitch about to try to drive me into a motherfucking wall? You think you gonna get me again? Hold the fuck up, this door locked. This door's unlocked. You got the right one. I'm fucking out of here. Cause ain't nobody else slamming me into no more motherfucking walls around here. Nor will you get the opportunity to even get me close to one. And you can say what you want. Oh my God, so you just never gonna ride with nobody again? Nah, I'm gonna ride with you until you start driving like a dickhead. And I done even had a few bitches try to prevent my escape. And y'all know how they did that. Child lock. But that child lock on the door ain't got shit to do with me getting out this motherfucking window, and I'm getting out one way or another. And that's when they try to discredit me, tell motherfuckers, oh no, don't fuck with him, don't trust him, he crazy, don't trust him in your car. Fuck you and whoever believe you, bitch, I got my own car, I will ride by myself. At least I know I ain't gonna slam myself into no fucking walls. And there has been situations where I like the girl so much that I really trusted her to drive without me even watching. I just take a fucking nap and just let her drive. But every time I feel you make a turn too sharp or a stop too sudden, no, I wake the fuck up and I check to see what you're doing. So to keep me riding with you, you have to be careful about what the fuck moves you make, and you cannot bore me. Please don't bore me, because if you driving too fucking slow, I'm just gonna get out and walk. I ain't even gotta fucking tuck and roll on you. And another motherfucking thing, if you're driving too slow, you cannot take it personal when I call somebody else to come fucking get me. Cause time is money, and girl, we don't get $1 back. So I'm not gonna waste my motherfucking precious time on you in this slow moving ass vehicle, cause you ain't sure about where the fuck it is you trying to go. If you ain't know where you was going, you shouldn't have told me to get the fuck in. And to the girls that I tuck and rolled on, I see them every now and then zooming around the city. Car looking to mess with fucking strangers all in the front seat, back seat, and the drunk motherfucker sitting on the hood and shit. You got all type of trash and clothes and hats and shit left all over your car from other motherfuckers that done got out. If y'all need your license revoked, you shouldn't even be able to drive for a minute. So as a female, if I invite you to take a ride with me in my shit, then just be ready for a long drive, because if you get in my will, understand that if you start acting goofy and you don't think you ready for the destination, you ain't got to tuck and roll. I'ma kick you the fuck out. I don't give a fuck if we in front of a cliff going downhill. If you ain't with this drive, bitch, you must know how to fly. So for the people that was smart enough to understand what all that shit just meant, we here. For the ones that's looking at this shit like I'm speaking a fucking starving Marvin, I can't help you. Well, I can help you, but I don't give a fuck enough to do it. So baby, you tell me what it is that we doing. Are you riding with me, or did you just need a lift?